Club N17, Dino, we have got Burnley
Yeah.
tomorrow. I was just thinking West Brom. I just actually cleared that out of my mind. But yeah, so we have got Burnley. Is this a gimme?
No.
Why not?
How could it be? Because we're shit.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be starting. We're gonna be starting Gareth Bale. The answer to our problems, fam.
You know what? Actually, I've because I've been super negative lately, yeah. And I'm gonna switch that up, right?
Word.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it up.
Go for it then.
And this is what I'm thinking. Burnley are gonna sit back, right, as they do, and sort of counter, right? But uh,
All right, all right. You can edit that out, I guess.
I got jollof rice stuck in my teeth.
Oh, so Joe's at it again, is she?
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ! Did she make it this time?
No.
Okay, no.
No.
Yeah, go
We
on.
get it delivered. We're like deep in the African community in Basildon.
Yeah.
Get jollof rice delivered on Saturdays, man. so, so anyway, and I think your mate Bale is going to get a lot of the ball. I think we're going to be devastating.
Devastating, mate. That is a massive flip then. From negative to saying that we're going to be devastating. I'm all right. Well, you're saying we're going to be devastating, but on the other hand, as well, you're saying that it's not a gimme. Or did you just completely change your mind in that split second?
No, I just changed my mind.
All right.
I changed my mind. I think that Regulon will start, so we'll be strong down the left.
Panayoria is back as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Aurier's back, but so we'll have an outlet on the right as well. And I don't know. I've got a good feeling. I think. Do you know what I think? I think I've decided I've been like far too negative. Yeah. So, and like just, and it's been just right.
Yeah,
because it's been so
definitely.
bad.
Yeah.
But and you've been trying to sort of talk me around, and you're like, it's not that bad. Going forward, we're not that bad. It's just the defense. We've got Delhi and we've got Bale, and once we start using them again, everything's going to get better. And I was like, stop talking shit. You're deluded. And I don't know. I just think maybe. I think there's part of me that can't believe that Jose is actually this bad of a manager.
Right.
So
okay.
At some point, he's got to work it out.
Yeah, it will shine through in the end, won't it?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. He can't unless he really is finished. Bale's looked like he's at least, because at first I wasn't even sure he was trying. Like, you didn't see him breaking into a sprint. He didn't really offer for the ball. He didn't do anything. And he started, especially in the second half of the West Ham game, he was going to get the ball off of people, weren't he, really? And that's sort of what you see him do when he was at his best. I don't think obviously he's nowhere near his best, but at least if he's in that mood, like if you're in the final third and Gareth Bale wants the ball, he don't need to be skinning 3 or 4 people and whatnot from. All he needs to do is get the ball out of his feet and hit the top corner.
Yeah, and he has got a trick on him anyway. If he does need,
he has got a nice little trick on him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm thinking now maybe instead of just saying he's dead and he's finished, I don't know. Maybe I was a bit harsh. If you look at that first game when he dinked in and out of a few people at West Ham, if that goes in, or that free kick which his first touch goes in,
yeah,
it could have been a different story. Because everyone, I think people talking about him being unfit and playing his way back into fitness. And you spoke about him probably not seeing eye to eye with Jose is a possibility. But he's been playing for 2 seasons in a team where the manager don't want him and the fans don't want him. Like, I don't care who you are. If you've been told you're shit for 2 years,
yeah,
do you know what I mean? You can't be confident after that. I don't know. Maybe this.
You have touched on that before, though. So you are just kind of backing up something you have said earlier.
Like that goal the other night, that first touch top corner. That's not a player with no confidence. That's a player that knows what he's doing and how to do it. So I don't know. Maybe tomorrow it might get to like 2:15, and I'm like, oh, God, why did I even say that? But I'm gonna be optimistic. I'm gonna be optimistic. And as well, another thing that I've kind of changed my opinion on a little bit is tomorrow I would start Lamela, right? Or I would have. Because people are talking about now Delhi should start because of what he done the other night. And Burnley ain't gonna have the ball. Right, they're not really gonna have it, are they?
Yeah.
They don't want it.
No, you're right. They'll sit back and try and do like a long ball counter mainly with their main.
So we really want players that are gonna work well in and around the box. And the other night, Lamela don't score that goal, does he? That Delhi scored. Lamela wouldn't have scored it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. No.
Do you know what I mean? So I think.
I mean, he no, actually, go on.
If it's a counter-attacking game or it's a 50-50 game, possession-wise, I'd say probably, like, obviously Lamela should play. But now I'm thinking maybe Delhi should start. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not just going, yeah, come on, like, chuck them in. I'm actually thinking Bale now needs to start because on the right side, no one's been good enough. And in the last couple of games now, like when everyone was going, why don't he start? But he was shit. But now he hasn't been shit. So now, if you look on form, he's the player that should be starting on the right-hand side. And then the number 10 position, like it's Lamela or Delhi, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think against Burnley, you will need a little bit more kind of like inventiveness and guile rather than Eric Lamela huffing and puffing and trying to bulldoze his way through or just trying to force it. Whereas Delhi's got a little bit more invention to him. Just as you were saying, Lamela ain't scoring that goal. So it's not just what he can do when he gets it. It's the runs off the ball that he does. And we're going to need something because these guys will sit back.
Yeah, I mean, them runs in behind move defenders about. Do you know what I mean? It's not just if you make the run and you don't get it, that run's a waste of time. Like that's what kids think.
Yeah.
But if Delhi makes that run in behind the defenders, that moves a defender, and then you've got people like Son coming in from the right and Kane, it gives them space to work. So maybe that's the way. As I said, if it's like a 50-50 possession game, or it's a game where we was going to probably look to play on the counter, then I think you've got to play Lamela because I think he's better. He's better in the transition and on the turn.
Completely agree.
He's better. He's a better ball carrier and whatnot. But I think tomorrow's the type of game where I'd play. I probably wouldn't even play Delhi. I'd think about playing Vinicius and Kane in behind, but he's not going to do that. So maybe it should be Delhi.
Right.
So I've gone from like within a week of saying that Delhi and Bale should never play because they're shit.
It's not a complete 180, I don't think, Dean. I think it's got a little bit to do about the opposition.
Yeah, you've got, haven't you? You can't just like...
Yeah, because I think other games you would say, look, I still wouldn't really be considering Lamela, like you were just saying, the 50-50 games where there's a lot more possession with both sides.
It's unfair on Lamela. I think Lamela's been probably one of our best players since Christmas because we ain't played that well, and he's been decent.
He's been very, very consistently good. He's close to Højbjerg. I think Højbjerg's probably been our most consistent player. Am I right about that? Or am I talking gas?
No, yeah. If you take Højbjerg, Son, and Kane away, you could probably say Ndombele, and then Lamella's probably the next best player.
Yeah.
Him and Regulon. Do you know what I mean? So he's probably top 5 players this season, Lamella.
Yeah. Yeah. So
You're giving
I watched the press conference, and
right.
so I think it's been in the headlines, but I'll tell you about it. That Dyer was saying that his sort of like dip in form wasn't a crisis of confidence. He was saying it was more of a collective thing. It's because the whole team weren't playing well. That's why these mistakes were happening at the back. You can tell by my face what I think about it. He's talking absolute bollocks. And then so Mourinho was asked about this, and his answer was, well, the reason Mourinho was asked because they'll say, look, well, you kept on saying, Jose, that it was individual mistakes, but Dyer's now saying it's something else. And so Mourinho says, well, I would rather be wrong and let it be a case of, okay, it was just a bit of a dip in form, because that shows that you've got a good personality. So I can see psychologically he's trying to give the guy a boost, but ultimately it's complete bollocks. It's the defence that has been the liability completely. I don't blame the midfield upwards. Even when it's Sissoko and Winks playing in there, I don't blame them. I don't think it's been that bad.
I think he's right that it's not a confidence thing. It's nothing to do with confidence. He's just not very good at defending. It's true, isn't it?
That was good. That was
it's
good.
not. It's true, isn't it? Like,
that is true. Yeah, that's why it's so good.
Like if he had all the confidence, if he had all the confidence in the world, he'd still be shit as a centre back.
But that just means he's got some sort of level of self-awareness.
Like, I'm really confident. I'm really, really confident.
Yeah.
Right. So if I go and play football on a five-a-side football on a Monday night, right?
Yeah.
I'm super confident. I want the ball. Within 5 minutes, I've lost the ball 4 or 5 times. And I can't do anything that I used to be able to do. I'm still confident.
Yeah. Still want the ball.
And I'm shit.
Yeah.
And I'm shit. Right? So it's right. He ain't confidence thing with him. He's probably right. He probably doesn't lack confidence. What he lacks is ability.
Oh, I wonder if he's self-aware enough to know that, though.
Of course he's not. Who wants to think that?
Yeah, no one around him will be telling him, don't worry, Eric. It's
no. I mean, I don't think that. I think next Monday, do you know what I mean? If I go do a little bit of jogging in the week, next Monday, like, I ain't going to be as shit as last Monday.
Yeah.
Or as shit as tonight. And next Monday come, within 10 minutes, I'm never any better. I'm always that bad now, every week. Every week it's an embarrassment.
Oh, man.
So I won't, like, even now, if someone was like, right, come, let's play football, I'll be like, yeah, come on, I'll jump in, gets the ball, and I'll do a bit.
And then
I'm fucking deluded. Exactly, yeah. No one really wants to believe that they're shit.
Yeah.
It's like ugly people. You might get the odd person that like looks in the mirror and goes, oh, I'm ugly. But ugly people will be like, I ain't that ugly.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. So,
so
you agree then? So with me then, it was absolute bollocks then what Mourinho was saying.
Right, but to in Dyer's defence, right? I've said this before, but I don't know if I can't explain it properly. If Virgil van Dijk, yeah, he plays for Liverpool, right? And they're under the cosh for never, are they? They're never under the cosh. So what's there, 38 games in the season? They could be under the cosh for like as little as 2 minutes a game. Right?
Yeah, I know.
So what's that?
I get what you're saying.
What's that? 70 is that 72? 72.
I don't know what you're talking about.
2 minutes.
Oh, so you're just saying
2 minutes, 38 times.
Oh, so yeah, 82.
So it's 76.
Yeah.
76 minutes, right?
Right.
Across the whole season. Right. And Virgil van Dijk.
It's like what?
Virgil van Dijk might be might make one mistake a season. Yeah, everyone says he's perfect. He ain't perfect. You've seen him do. He made a mistake a little while ago. Not a little while ago because he ain't played for ages, but he's made a mistake this season. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he makes one mistake a season. That's one mistake every 76 minutes that they're defending, right? We've defended in one game before for 76 minutes.
Very well put, Dean. Very well
right?
put.
So if you look at that, we've done that. We've probably done around 60, 70 minutes defending in about 5 games this season.
Yeah.
Right. So even if Dyer was as good as Van Dijk, he would have made this season, he would have made 5 or 6 times more mistakes than Virgil van Dijk, just on the law of averages.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if Virgil van Dijk was playing for Tottenham, he would have made 4 or 5 mistakes this season already. Like, that's the reality of it.
Well, I mean, look,
So
I think that's a very good defense of Eric Dyer. But, you know, he's got his strengths and he's got his weaknesses. Just ultimately, my full opinion is just his weakness is really, really terminal. And it's just too much of a liability. But
I'll tell you what,
the players that we've got that behind him are a liability, or even worse a liability. Like I say to you with Dyer, any ball slipped close to his feet, any through balls, any side of him, left or right, he takes way too long to react.
Right, that's the thing. Right, you've got it. Do you know, most people think Dyer's slow. Dyer's not slow. Dyer running.
Okay.
They think he's slow. He's quick. Dyer's quite quick.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. He's slow.
Do you know why people think that?
It's because he goes...
Because you'll start running beyond him, and it will take him 5 minutes to work out he's got to move.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like people said, like Teddy Sheringham's got like a couple of yards in his head.
Yeah.
Like, Dyer's minus sort of 5 yards.
Shit. Yeah.
Hey, like, I don't know, maybe.
But look, you know what? But look,
lately
it sounds like we're gunning him, but he can still be used. He still can be useful. And just as you were saying about the example of Liverpool, is if we were playing in a certain way where we could shield the back four better, then maybe we don't get as many mistakes.
You can't shield the back four better. You can't. You can't really. Like we spoke about that before.
Look, for example, if we had Ollie Skip and Højbjerg there, I guarantee we would have better protection of the back four than if we had Højbjerg and Ndombele there.
Yeah, but then you lose.
No, you don't, because
you lose getting the ball forward quicker.
What's his
so
name?
if you don't get the ball forward quicker, it comes back quicker.
Well. Not only does he make forward runs, he passes forward. I could be wrong in that, because maybe that's just the Norwich thing that they've instructed him to do that. And
I know what you're saying.
Spurs, maybe they might just say, look, now you just stick there in front of the back four. And so that would prove you right, because then we wouldn't really...
I do know what you're saying. But how many teams need 2 players to protect the back four? Like, then the more people you've got defending, the more you're inviting pressure onto you. So the more defending the defense really has to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, in theory, that works. But if you had two holding midfielders to protect the back four, you're only, like, by the time the ball's got to them, to the defenders, you're only a pass away from being into the defense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're not, they're still not clocking runs. Like, it's all right if they're really good at, like, you're better off defending the defense from the fucking forward, like, but with the forwards, because then you've got probably a third of a pitch.
Right.
But like, once you've got possession and you're building possession, and you're what's the word? You're getting into them. You're getting into the holding players. You're only a pass in a way. Like,
getting through. Yeah.
That's when the defense is engaged in the game. because now they're thinking about runners and whatnot. Because as I said, you're only one small pass away from being through to the defence. I don't know. I think probably
I think that makes perfect sense. And maybe to an extent we've been doing that, especially in those 5 games that you mentioned earlier. We were just completely
we have been
inviting that pressure on. And the
pressure
thing is, when you were saying as well that you should maybe start defending from the top up, I guess that's what we were doing, and having Tanguy and Ndombele up front with Kane. And Ndombele just running around.
That's exactly what we was doing.
Huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what we was doing.
It's fucking nuts. See, this is why, okay, look, it was okay that you were thinking, is Jose done? Because when you see shit like that, then you could be like, this, I can tell that this is stupid. I can tell this is dumb. I can tell that
I don't get
players in the wrong way. But we've turned that corner. We're doing something different now. So it's still up in the air whether he's finished or not.
We're doing something different, but it's like he switched it.
Changing it, or do you think
he had to change it, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
It weren't working.
He had to change it. But do you think it was a conscious decision by him himself to say, no, that's enough? Or because I think we've spoken about this before, where I say, look, maybe
you don't know. It could have been
in and say, listen, Gaffer, I don't like playing like this. Can we do something?
Yeah.
And then maybe
could have been the players.
Like, fucking hell, mate.
Could have been the players. Could have been Levy. Like,
yeah.
At the end of the day, Levy's the boss.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And we know they talk, don't we? Like you've seen, that Levy has a relationship with the managers.
Yeah.
Like let's face it, he's not a pussy, is he?
You can see
that. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna phone up and be like, "What the fuck's this shit? What was that shit?"
It looks like a Bond villain, and it's weird, isn't it? It's like when the first time I saw the Amazon documentary, that was the first time I heard him speak. That blew my mind. I've
seen him in an interview a couple of times, but he very rarely does talk, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Very rarely.
That was the very first time I heard him speak, and I was shocked. I was expecting some weird, sinister Russian accent to come out.
Yeah.
But then when he's like, "Oh, hello, Delhi. How's it going, mate? You're all right." This is the tiger. This is the one who's like the tough negotiator. Okay, but obviously he's doing it, and I love the guy. I think he's a G. So so back to the game though. Do you want to do a predicting lineup?
Yeah, I think it's go on then. Yeah, why not?
All right, I'll get started anyway. So I think Aurier, if he is fit, he'll go straight back in. Oh fuck, that's as it goes. I don't know about that.
It'll be more Tanganga. I don't think there's a person left in the world that wants to see Doherty start in the Premier League. Not Jose, probably not even Doherty. I honestly can't get over how bad. You said after week 1 that he's a donkey. That is what you called him. And I was like, where the fuck have you got this from? Didn't I? I couldn't work it out.
Why though? Why couldn't you work it out? You're a better
because I've seen him play a few times.
Sorry?
Because I've seen him play a few times and he's always looked all right.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? But what you see him play for Tottenham and you was like, he ain't got nothing. He's rubbish.
No, but I'm like, you need to
fucking chill out. He's only played 1 game.
Yeah, I know. I think at the time I was.
You was right.
I know I'm being harsh, but this guy's a donkey.
You was right. That happens though. That happens. Like you can get a feel for someone straight away.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you're wrong. You ain't always right. But like I've said this a million times.
Who was the last
Berbatov's first game?
I was going to say, yeah,
Berbatov's first game. He pulled the ball out of the air and I was like, wow, this guy's fucking amazing. Like my mate phoned me up. He's like, what's the new forward like? And I was like, he's the best forward we've had for years. And he was like, what did he do? I was like, so he controlled the ball in the first half, but it was amazing. He didn't do anything else that game.
Right.
And then you've got some players, isn't you? Like Darren Bent. I see Darren Bent control the ball and I was like, fucking hell, we've spent 16 million on him.
Yeah.
And he didn't do it. Like straight away, I was like, he's shit. So you do know, didn't you? I didn't see it. You see it.
But do you know what though? I don't know if the jury's completely out that everybody else will say that Darren Bent is shit. I bet if you go to the pub or you go around a lot of Spurs fans and just say it
Nah,
out
they know
loud,
his
I think you
shit.
will get quite a bit of pushback.
They know his shit. And do you know what else as well? He's a fucking prick.
Is he?
He's a proper prick. He's on TalkSport now. You not seen him on TalkSport?
I haven't listened to him on TalkSport, but yeah, if he's on,
You know,
TalkSport, points for
he's
me.
an Arsenal supporter, didn't you?
Yeah. So,
But like mental Arsenal supporter, not like I used to support Arsenal as a kid. Like he's a proper Arsenal supporter. But
okay.
that don't make you a prick. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it can, but it don't. It don't. But as much as we hate Arsenal, fucking some of our best mates are Arsenal supporters, aren't they? Unfortunately.
Yeah, we
But
Chelsea's like they're our
I
nemesis.
hate Chelsea. I'll probably hate Chelsea
Hate
more.
Chelsea. It's not
But
really. I could admire Arsenal. I don't really have a massive problem with them, but I just know they're our rivals. But it's Chelsea there.
yeah, I hate Chelsea. But so on TalkSport, right? I was listening to it. I was driving about, so I've got TalkSport on, and they're talking about Mikel Arteta, and he's basically saying like this is ages ago, yeah, like months ago, and he's basically saying like Mikel Arteta is one of the best coaches in the world, right? So everyone's like, "What are you talking about?" And everyone's like, "He's one of the best coaches he's one of the best managers in the world," and everyone's like, "What's he done?" Right? So then he goes, "Well, he's better than Pochettino." So, like, honestly, so like even like the other, I can't remember who was with fucking Goldstein or whatever the fuck his name is probably, and even he's like, "Are you mad?" And he's like, "Well, think about it. Like Arteta, that's it. Arteta has achieved more than Pochettino has."
So
That's what he said.
that's his argument.
That was it. He's achieved more. He's a better manager, and he's proven to be a better manager than Pochettino already.
Okay.
That's Darren Bent for you.
Jeez,
But
I don't think I've
I
heard
hated him.
such gas. Like, yeah. Anyway, carry
It
on.
makes sense though. I think he was an agent because he scored a bag of goals for Charlton. Then he comes to Tottenham and couldn't control a ball, couldn't kick a ball properly. The best goal he scored, fucking weren't even a goal. He assisted a fucking beach balloon.
Oh, yeah. I remember him scoring a couple
Wanker.
of important goals for us though, and against the rivals. Like he's got goals against Chelsea.
I think he missed the sitter in the League Cup final, did he? Or have I made that up?
The one where Redknapp says, "My mum would have put that away."
Oh
Or
no,
my
that's
wife
the
would have put that
that
away.
was different. That one. Well, I'm sure he missed the sitter in the
There
League
were a
Cup
few of
final.
those.
The one we lost. The one we lost. We lost one to Man United, didn't we? I'm sure he missed the sitter at the end. Fucking useless wanker.
Jesus.
But yeah, anyway, the
Yeah.
point is, you do see a shit player and a good player. Sometimes you just look and think, yeah, he's good, he's not.
Right, there you go. I'm going to bring it back to the predicted lineup. We didn't get very far on
Yeah,
that.
no.
Tangent City.
Where did we get to? Right back. We go
17.
right back. We didn't get one position in. Right, go on in.
Yeah. So Hugo in goal.
Yeah,
If Aurier's fit, then it's Aurier. It will
might be
probably.
Tanganga. Could be Tanganga though, but it might be alright. Yeah,
It could be Tanganga actually,
yeah.
because we don't necessarily need a buccaneering right back going forward against these lot.
Don't know.
Helpful,
You'd say we're gonna have a lot
non-essential.
of possession, isn't you?
Yeah,
We're gonna have a lot of possession, so he might just go with Aurier.
yeah. Let's go with Aurier then.
Yeah, go on then.
I think he's going to go with. Oh well, Toby played. I got a feeling. I think Dyer and Toby. Or maybe that's just what I would do, but
He won't. He's
he's
gonna
going
play
to
Sanchez.
go Sanchez and Dyer, isn't he?
He rested Sanchez in the week, so Sanchez can play tomorrow. He rested the worst centre back that Tottenham have ever had.
Think
So
about
he
what you
can
just
play in the
said about
Premier League.
Mourinho and Doherty and Sanchez.
No, because
No one would
people
want
haven't
to see
got
him
it.
play.
No, they do. They do. People do. I've watched Alistair Gold.
Yeah.
He was like sticking up for Sanchez. Like he's not that bad. He's good at this and he's good at that. As the gold, he's the best.
I respect him a lot, man. But that's
Yeah, he's like the best pundit, journalist, YouTuber when it comes to Tottenham. Like he's really like I'm not going to say he's the only one worth listening to because there's others, but he's the best,
yeah,
right? And he thinks that Sanchez ain't worth fucking throwing in the bin.
that's madness.
That is madness.
The absolute madness.
He's so bad, and this is how bad he is. The things he's good at, he fights himself at him, like he beats himself at him. Like, how the fuck do you do that? Like he's really fast, but he don't sprint to the ball. He'd rather fucking just hold on to the man while the man runs along. Like run to the ball and you will win.
Yeah,
You'll win the race. Like even in a tussle, like he'll tussle with the guy.
Push him out wide.
He'll tussle for the guy just for the sake of tussling. The guy still wants the ball. So often the guy still gets to the ball.
Yeah.
Because while Sanchez is trying to wrestle you a bit, he's not even looking at the ball.
That's it. All you need to do is just get Sanchez's arms off you, and you beat him basically. We'll have Serge left back. Will he go straight back in?
Reggie. Yeah, we'll go back in.
Yeah, we'll go straight back in.
He'll go straight back in. Yeah, badly, you know.
I was going to say I'm happy that he signed off with a half decent performance because I like the guy anyway. I like him.
He won't be around next season anyway. I don't think. But
Swansea maybe.
So Sessegnon comes back in next season, 100%.
Yeah, but then
the only way he stays is if Reggie goes back to Madrid. Yeah, that's the only way he stays.
Yeah. So, and then the double pivot will be Højbjerg and Ndombele again, won't it?
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Yeah, because they were rested. So, the interesting bit. So, do you think it might not be that interesting? He'll probably go Lamela and Bale, won't he?
Right, Son's definitely going to start.
Because we already know Son and Kane. We know that.
And Bale's definitely going to start.
Right.
He didn't rest him in the week for nothing. He's rested him because he's starting Sunday, 100%.
100% is starting.
100% in it.
Yep, I totally agree.
So the only position that's up for grabs is the number 10 position. I really would pick Lamela, but Dele, like, do you know what? I don't know. It's a complete 50-50. Lamela, because he's been one of our best players without really being that great, but he has still been one of our best players. Or Dele, because he probably can do something in this game that is worth doing. Do you know what I mean? There's going to be a lot of ball. There's going to be a lot of possession down that end. You want someone that can create something, and Dele.
You want shit as he's been, right? Runs, don't you? You want him to get on them runs of goal scoring.
Yeah, as shit as he's been, right? If the game's played in their final third, Dele Alli's probably our best player.
Yeah,
including everyone, including Kane. I'm including Son. I'm including everyone. If the game's in the final third, he's probably our best player.
Right, you saying that might have lost one of our subscribers, but
now listen, right? Because
explain yourself.
Kane needs to get the ball out of his feet to hit. Right, Kane needs to get the ball out of his feet to hit it. Yeah, and he does that well, but he does need to. He needs to get the ball out of his feet. So he's not brilliant in really, really tight situations.
Okay.
He's good in tight situations, but he's not brilliant. Son isn't very good in tight situations at all.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why, if you think about it, Son stopped playing better since we've started having more of the ball. Have you noticed this?
Say that again.
Son's form has dipped since we've started attacking more.
Right. Okay.
Because if we've got the ball and we're attacking more, we're further up the pitch. Son's better when we're further back and he's got more space to run into and whatnot.
I feel you, yeah. Because I
Right.
was going to say, just in those tight situations when someone's playing against a low block, he's not that effective.
Right, exactly.
He tries, bless him. But
Dele Alli can literally back to goal or running away from goal, it like around the box, in the box I'm talking about, can do something. Like the other day, Kane don't score that goal. Back to goal, Kane's got to get that at his feet, play it off or whatnot. Like, I'm not putting everything on that goal, but he, as much as he's shit as he's been, like in and around the box, out of nothing, when the space is tight, he's better than anyone else in the team.
Oh man!
So that's why I would play him.
Talking like this, that you remember Dele Alli now. You remember him, the haze.
But this is but check this out. He might play Mora.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you haven't thought about that, have you?
No, not at all. But I just went, would it be that bad? Because he's been okay.
He's decent in the space. So this is where it's going to get. This is where
he'll beat somebody, and then I don't know what he'll do after that. He'll just try and hit the corner flag or whatever. Or
this is where it's going to get. This is where I'm going to sound real dumb.
Go on then, give me some extra dumbness, man.
Would you consider playing Mora instead of Son?
That's not even that dumb. I see what you mean. It's because look, you've just explained it already, just about how effective or not effective Son can be when we're playing against a low block. Whereas Mora gets a lot of joy in those situations. Well, he beats players and can sort of make opportunities. Whereas Son, there's not really anything.
Yeah, Mora's shit on the counter, even though he's quick, because he can't build nothing. Like, he can't join in. Like, Son can. Son ain't brilliant at it, but Son can join in a bit.
Yeah.
And he can get out wide and whip balls in and things like that.
Mora
can't. Mora's fucking useless at it.
A couple of players, and then people start running off him.
Yeah. Or he's good at the very last bit sometimes, when he actually does get his head down and put his foot through the ball.
Very rarely, but
he's not good in the middle of it. So would it be that stupid for him to play instead of Son? Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. But he might play instead of Dele or Lamela, which doesn't make that much sense to me. Kind of. I don't know now. Saying now we're speaking about this space thing, maybe that ain't a bad option. Don't know. But then you got two runners, Mora and Son, playing against a team that are going to sit deep. Don't really make sense. Like, the more I think about it, as much as I've slagged Dele off, the more I think about it, the more sense it makes for him to play.
For this game, just don't get it fucked up. Don't get it confused. Everything that we're talking about in general in the context is this particular game. Because we're not talking about forevermore that we should be starting Lucas Moura in front of Son. No.
No, definitely. Son's well out of form and all.
Yeah, he is at the minute. Is this it's not the longest bit of form or out of form we've had him, is it?
Don't know,
He's been quite good he's been quite consistent for us, isn't he? And even this is what, probably 6-7 games where he's been, I don't think necessarily he's been awful, but he's been anonymous.
He set up, what did he get? 3 assists against Everton.
Oh yeah.
He got 3 assists against Everton. But apart from that, he's been shit.
I don't know about.
I love Son as well.
Yeah, I know.
He's done nothing. Like, Son, in my opinion, Son's more important than Kane, and he has been for years, in my opinion.
Right.
But Son has been terrible lately.
Okay.
Not terrible, but he's done nothing lately.
Why is Son more important than Kane?
I just think that when Kane's got injured, Son stepped in and scored the goals.
So basically, whether Kane's there or not, he's still banging in your goal.
He scores goals when Kane plays, and he scores goals when he don't. When Kane, like, you can't say that. Delhi, Son's never injured for long.
Right.
So, like, if someone said, right, 200 million or 150 million, you got to sell one. In my opinion, I'd probably sell Kane over Son.
Okay. Right.
He's as good as a forward.
I don't disagree. I get you. Like, and also again, don't get it confused. Don't get it confused. You're not saying that he's better, but important, more important. Or are you actually saying he's better as
They're
well?
different. They're different. They're different players. They're
Yeah.
different players. Put it this way, right? When Kane's injured, apart from this time under Mourinho, but under Pochettino, we never missed Kane once. Not once we missed Kane.
No.
Was he injured 2 or 3 months of the season? We didn't miss him once.
Yeah.
Because of Son. That's how important Son is.
Well, just by sheer numbers, well, for what he can do. Well, he's a winger, and he could be a winger and a striker, whereas Kane's just a. Well, no, you can't just say Kane's just a striker. Well, Kane's a number 10.
Can drop in.
Kane's a number 10.
He can drop in 9. He can play 9. I don't think he plays 9 particularly well.
That's what I'm saying. He's a 10.
Like not like the conventional 9. Like, you know, you think of like people like Drogba and people like that. He's not that type of number 9, is he?
He's not a fox kind of 9 either.
He's not a fox in a box kind of 9, but he can do that. But yeah, he's more of a 10. Like back in the day when everyone used to play 4-4-2, he'd play up front with someone that can run in behind, wouldn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Thing.
Like he'd be the Teddy Sheringham, like dropping the old, pick the ball up and play, rather than the Klinsmann.
Yeah, yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
I asked
and
you.
What's amazing by that is the amount of goals he scores is amazing, considering he's not really, like, the way he plays. He's not goal scorer, out and out goal scorer type of player. So the amount of goals he scores is fucking nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, we're lucky to have Son and Kane's fucking, especially to have Kane, because fuck no.
He'll go back to Madrid, won't he?
What, Bale?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. If Zidane's still there, then I think that's probably our best hope of trying to keep him. If Zidane's still there by the time he goes back.
I don't think that's really got anything to do with it. I think he'll stay if we want him to stay. Like, he's done. What's he going to go to Real Madrid for? Try and win another title? No one likes him there. The fans hate him. Like, he's won.
He don't mind it.
Just
he can take it on the chin. I loved how much when he was being a complete arsehole to them. I thought that was brilliant. You know.
Yeah, but he sort of like it's that, isn't it? It's like, you know, like sort of Jose's attitude, right? When everyone's like, "You're a wanker. You don't know what you're doing," and he's just like, "I've won more than everyone put together. Don't talk bollocks." And it's like, they can all hate Bale, but Bale's like, look at all the shit we've won. Like, and he ain't come off the bench and do you know what I mean, for 15 minutes and won it. Like, he scored overhead kicks in finals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He got run off the pitch and then ran round.
That's what I mean. Like, he's been a massive part of the medals that he got. He was like one of the major players in getting all them medals.
Yeah.
Well, he went. How many Champions League finals did he win?
I think he's got like 3, isn't he?
He's got 3
or something like that. So he's he's won everything he needs there is to win in Spain.
So there's nothing really to go back to Spain for. He ain't like he's got to go and prove himself and shit like that. The only thing, he will have to go back if Jose don't want him. But there has been glimpses. As much as I said it was never going to happen, like, and I was adamant that it was never going to happen, there has been glimpses in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That he can actually do something. Like, I just think, imagine tomorrow, if he just gets the ball, cuts in, smashes one.
Oh, everyone's.
And you're like, fuck me.
Seriously.
Like, I'd have to just hold my hands up and go, like, I was obviously wrong. And then, at the minute, I'm hoping that I'm wrong, but I don't know for sure that I'm wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you don't know for sure?
No, I don't know for sure.
Okay.
I don't know for sure.
All right.
Like a
So
screamer against
a little
a
bit.
screamer against a mid-table team, a mid-table Austrian team, and 45 minutes of playing all right against West Ham, or well against West Ham.
Yeah, I know. That's sensible.
Do you know what I mean?
But
Like
what
that
about
don't mean
Delhi then?
anything really.
Is that more of a hope thing, actually? Well, it's more of a hope thing with both of them, I guess. But do you think Delhi can play himself into some sort of form, or we'll see another run of awesome Delhi Alley performances, goals, assists?
I just
I
think
was
you've
going to
got
say
to play
performances,
Delhi.
no, goals and assists.
You've got to play Delhi where he wants to play.
Yeah.
If you want to play him, like
Yeah.
that's sort of been my argument the whole time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you're like, if you play him where he wants to, and my argument is,
Or play him
then you've
how you
got to,
play.
yeah, you've got to kind of affect your formation kind of thing to play him exactly where he needs to play. But if you play him exactly where he needs to play, he's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And but
Well,
that was the argument, wasn't it? And you was like, well, let's do it then. And I was like, no, let's not change everything because. But now it's sort of, it has got to the point where what you were saying is it ain't working. And then once that's the point, like that what we're trying isn't working, and there is another tool there, and I'm just going like, no, Mike, he's shit. No, Mike, he's shit. And then it kind of penny dropped, and you was probably right. Like it ain't working, and there is sort of a player to play in a position. Like if the formation ain't working, and you know a player, one of your important players can work in a position or in a formation, we'll try that formation then because this one ain't working anyway.
yeah.
That's
I
what
mean,
you was
look, that's
getting at,
what
and I
that
think
whole
I
thing.
was missing that point. I think.
You thought you were missing that.
Yeah, when you was like, that's because that's thinking back at our debates about it. That's pretty much what you were saying, and
Yeah.
I was completely missing it because I was basically saying, yeah, but it fucks everyone else up. It fucks Son up. It fucks this one up. It fucks that one up. And then over the last month or whatever, it's all fucked anyway. Like no one's
No, but
playing well anyway.
no, but you know, it's. Do you know what? Don't worry about what I was going to say. But sometimes it takes me a while to get to a point anyway. So they could have been that as well. But so going back full circle, do we blitz these lot? Because we've done the predicted lineup. So do you want to do a predicted score as well, or do you want to just?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah,
No,
let's
go on.
do
What do you think?
score. I'll go first because I saw you rubbing your beard. You're having to think about it.
Yeah, stimulates my brain cells.
um, I am gonna go for 4-1.
4-1.
I pulled out my ass. There's no thinking.
There's no logic behind it. Or is there logic?
No. That was
subconsciously.
pure
Was there
feel.
any logic?
That was pure feel with like how we're playing now, who we've got. Like a tiny bit of logic, as in because Bale's going to be there. Delhi will get some time as well. So that could be 2 goals right there. Kane will be on the pitch. Son will be on the pitch. And I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet because Davinson Sanchez will be playing. I'm glad we got our fullbacks back, but Davidson's there.
No, the surge is shit, ain't he? Don't know. Maybe they'll score, won't they? You are right. They will score. So they've got 1 goal, and we've maybe got 3.
There you go. So a 4-1 and a 3-1.
Yeah. You know what would be brilliant? The best outcome for tomorrow is the Bale and Delhi start and they both score. And like Delhi scores some like flick over his shoulder and volleys it or something. And Bale like beats someone and smashes it. And then on Monday when we do the hangover, you could be like, I told you that. And I could be like, yeah, I was wrong. Like I hate being wrong. But I would so love to be wrong on this one. It'd be I would, as I said the other day, when Delhi scored that overhead kick,
Yeah.
Even though we've had all these arguments about how shit he is,
Yeah.
I was so happy to see it. What's something we haven't touched on though is that if we lose,
I didn't think.
like, because I'll jump straight positive on this one. So we've been on a positive spin, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But obviously,
Let's
I
fix
can't end
that.
it like that. Yeah,
I ain't going
let's
out like
fix it. Let's
that.
fix it quickly. If we lose, fucking Jose's in bags of trouble. He's under massive pressure. Massive pressure. We got
That
3
means
games, and he's probably got to get 7 points from them 3 games, and then go and not get beat by Arsenal. If he gets like 6 points and then gets beat by Arsenal, or 7 points and gets beat by Arsenal, he's still probably under pressure. But yeah, as I said, in the next 3 games, he needs to get 7 points. Otherwise, if he don't, he goes into that Arsenal game needing a win.
jeez. Yeah, I mean, I think, it's not. I don't think they get the midweek game papered up any cracks or anything like that. But it did make us forget that we were in a really, really bad run of form.
Yeah, we are. Like
So,
Fulham are in decent form and all. Fulham
sorry?
are in better form. Fulham are in better form than we are, and we've got them on Thursday.
Hmm.
So I think I don't know.
I don't
In
think
the
they've
form
got anywhere
table.
near it. Because we spoke about Scott Parker as well, and I got plenty of respect for the man as well. But
I hit my
they
dad with
don't
a Scott
really have
Parker
any
theory.
quality though. I can't see the most they can get out of us is a 0-0 draw. I think.
We couldn't beat them last time, and they were shit then. They're better now.
Hang on, what was the score? Didn't I thought we beat them?
And that
That's
was
when we
1-0.
went in and played. We went playing that fucking same shitty style of football because
Yeah,
everyone
I
was
don't
getting
think we
fed up of
won.
it, and they went, and then he done it against Fulham, and everyone's like, against Fulham? Are you
Yeah,
serious?
they equalised, didn't they? Didn't Lookman come on and have a blinder?
Oh shit, yeah. All right, well, we're not that stupid anymore. That's because we were playing with our hands around our back and just doing something completely fucking ridiculous. I think even just us being
But that's what I'm
cavalier.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Imagine if we don't win on tomorrow, then we've got a team that are kind of in form, like form table. They're like 7th or 8th, and we're
Right.
fucking well down.
Yeah, get your point.
So, and they're fighting, aren't they? I think Newcastle. I don't know if they play today, but whatever. Fulham are like games away from getting out the thing. So that Thursday's a fucking really hard match. So if we don't win tomorrow, we might not win Thursday. Then he might not even last for the weekend. He's got to win tomorrow.
Wow, it's going to be an interesting one. I mean, I know we're kind of going to be ending it on that lull, but I am going to just remind you that we have a good feeling about it, though, right? Because I'm saying 4-1, you're saying 3-1.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, and it's a must-win
we
game.
are in bad form as well. So you and I have
Yeah,
talked about 3-1, 4-1, but we have been playing some shit football. Well, not
proper
necessarily
shit.
completely shit. Our defence has been a complete liability for us. And yeah, if Fulham were to get anything against us, I mean, Scott Parker would just need to be like, right, if Davinson Sanchez is playing, stick someone on him and
Drop
keep the
balls
ball
in.
hand.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's not
that's what I mean.
impossible.
Like Fulham's going to be an hard match. Fulham's
Hmm.
going to be hard. We've got to win tomorrow. If we don't win tomorrow, Jose will be sacked before the Arsenal match comes round.
I don't
That's
agree
my
with you, though.
prediction.
I've got a feeling that kind of no matter what he does, he'll last to the end of the season.
He ain't gonna last if we're
That mad
fucking that bad.
that he'll last to the end of the season.
Have
That
you got your laptop in front of you?
I have. Would you want me to check how many games you got left?
Have a look at the league table.
Yeah.
What are we 2 points in front of Arsenal?
Right. So we are. So you're only 2 points in front of Arsenal and a game in hand. But fucking hell,
2
look
points
at
in
our
front.
form. So the last five
Course.
games, yeah. Or is that 6? Yeah, last 6 games we've won 1.
Yeah. Now look at Fulham.
Shocking. Lost our last 2. So,
What have
and then
Fulham done?
Fulham. So let's scroll down. Not bad, not too shabby. So they've had 3 draws, 1 loss, and 2 wins.
They're doing all right.
That's not bad, is it?
Man, we're in. But what I wanted to do was, so our next 3 games are Burnley, Fulham, and Palace.
I'll check. Burnley. That's right. Yeah.
Burnley, Fulham, and Palace. So what I'm saying is, if we don't win tomorrow, say we get a draw tomorrow, I only really fancy a draw against Fulham.
Okay.
Right. So that's 2 points. Then we go into Palace. Palace are a funny team. We should beat them. I don't think they're playing great. So that'd be 5 points in the next week. Now, if you look at Arsenal's next 3 games, will they get more than what they go get 7 points in their next 3 games? But then it's Arsenal. You never know, do you?
Yeah.
But basically, what I'm saying is, by the next 2 or 3 games, we could be in the bottom half of the table possibly if it goes bad.
I've got you.
And then you got
also,
like
if you
10
can't
games.
beat those three teams in front of you, and you've just come off of that big bad run of form, then you've got to really start taking a serious look at the manager to say, look, I can't beat these guys. And
like
you
10 games left
with like 10 maybe on the ball.
There'd be 10 games left, and you're sort of 10th in the league.
Yeah.
Like what other manager don't lose their job for that?
Even the great Jose Mourinho would lose his job for that. So that's answered my questions. Like, is it crazy that I think that he could last? It is possible that he can go if he doesn't win these or get good results from these next 3 games.
I think Ollie would be getting a sack now, wouldn't he?
I'm trying to think. How long was their bad run of form?
Their bad run of form weren't this late into the season.
Ah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, right. We're getting towards the business end, and now you're starting to find out where you're actually going to be finishing.
Mm.
Like, so that in a minute now it's not about form. What, we 9th?
Yeah.
So this ain't about bad run of form, is it? This is about being 9th in the league.
Right, and
2/3 into the season.
Yeah,
so
but the good thing is we're close. We can work our way up, work our way down. We could be back in it or in the shit in the space of 3 games.
The next 3 games are massive. Like, really,
that it's these guys we've got next. And then so we've got Arsenal, and I think we got Man United to play. We played them both.
No, was it?
Have a quick look, because I think we've still got a couple of toughies left. So yeah, we got Arsenal on 14th of March. Yeah, Man United 10th of April.
See them too.
Leeds, Wolves, Leicester. I mean, there are a couple of others that are quite decent. So you got your Leicester in there that we'll need to play against, and we've got in April as well.
So there's still hard games.
Yeah. So I'd say there's 4 real tough games that we need to be, we need to have our shit together for. Did you have any reaction to drawing Dynamo Zagreb in the UEFA?
The only reaction I had to it, the only fault I had was, would we have gone?
Well, the world would have been normal.
Would you have fancied that?
Croatia, I would have loved to go Croatia.
Yeah? Because this is how we work, innit? Like something comes up and you're like, I'm not taking my black ass to that country. They're lynching me.
There's a couple of places I wouldn't go for sure.
Yeah.
There are a few places in like Russia, and it's like the arse end. Croatia's not good. Croatia's fine.
You fancy Croatia? Yeah, because
They got their
you know,
shit.
I was watching it and I was like, fuck's sake, I hope we don't get Prague
Oh,
or Ajax
that would break my
again.
heart. I
I'd
love
have been
Prague.
fucking screwing.
Yeah. That would have been
I'd have
heartbreaking.
been screwing. But yeah. Now I know you would have gone to that. It's kind of disappointed me because I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what their racial relations are like in Croatia. I'll have
But
to
you know
ask
what?
Matt.
I don't even really know what they're like. I just know that a lot of people go on holiday there. There's got
It's
like
meant to be nice.
beautiful beaches, and I've seen what they look like, and I've got a couple of Croatian friends and old clients as well that told me about it, and they seem fine. So I thought, okay, I'm sure it's
They don't hate you.
So I'm going to judge your entire country.
That's how it works, though, isn't
It's
it?
me talking about it.
Yeah, meet two people, judge a whole fucking entire race on them.
You guys
I
are
like it.
So no, but I would have liked to have. I would have definitely wanted to go to Croatia. It looks like a beautiful country and really cool people. So we could have gone over there and just made the place look messy.
Yeah, man, fucking bullshit.
Scare all
And but I think we should go through, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should.
So what's that? Is that 16? So the next one's the quarters. So we
Mm.
should be in the quarterfinals. AC Milan and Man United drew each other, didn't they?
Yeah, I was going to check to see the others.
Yeah. Arsenal got Olympiacos because they haven't played Olympiacos for a couple of seasons. So now they fucking play Olympiacos every year. It's strange.
Yeah.
And then we started playing them every year. Fucking weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
You ever noticed that? Like Arsenal played Olympiacos like on the bounce for like 10 years running or something.
That's what I noticed that. But
and then we've played them ever since. I think we've played them the last couple of years, haven't we? I might be wrong. I might make that up.
They play. I don't know. We've been in the Champions League, and that's all I'm kind of been thinking of. Have we been playing them in the Champions League?
I'm sure we played them last season in the Champions League. Yeah. Oh no, it was in Europa League last season. No, Champions League, weren't we? Yeah, I'm sure we played them in Champions League. I think that might have been Jose's one of his first games. I'm sure we went like 2-0 down or something at half time and he took Dyer off. Ain't that the game?
Was that against Olympiacos?
I'm sure it was. I might be wrong.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I might have to try and have a look at that because that'd be interesting. That'd be funny.
But yeah, so yeah, Man United and AC Milan, one of them have got to go, haven't they now?
Good. So I'm
hoping,
I hope AC do Man United. I'd rather play Milan than Man United.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. I think that will be the only team I'd want to avoid. The rest of them I'd feel comfortable.
You'd fancy Arsenal over two legs, wouldn't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Even though we're shit, you'd expect Jose to manage a game.
A two-leg
most
game.
of them teams over 2 legs, yeah.
For sure. Absolutely.
So we're definitely in that. But
well, we don't really have anything to be too negative about, do we?
We're fucking shit. We've won one game in about 10. What are you talking about?
I'm going to get you onto fucking my side and make you see things from my point of view at some point. We are fine. We just have shit central defenders. And one decent... Well, we've got a good left back. We've got... what do I say about Serge?
He's shit. Don't fucking try and do anything.
He can be good. He can produce quality, but just a liability. But he's lessened the liability down. So he'll do something really fucking stupid like once every 2 games instead of every game.
Not having it. You know what?
I might even said that one game he had where it looked like he didn't make any mistakes. But what did he do? I think he tried to like outmuscle somebody independently, but in our box or some shit like that.
He's a prick.
And he got away with it because I remember pointing that out to you. I was like, I know people were saying it's a flawless game, but actually he got away with one there. But no, I don't think he's as bad as a liability.
He is. He's a liability.
He's a liability, but not as bad as he was when he first started with us. Because that was literally every game he's going to give away a penalty or get a red card or something. Whereas he's been playing games where he's got neither of those things, and he's putting a cross in, pinpoint cross to somebody.
Your argument
up the pitch, because Doherty don't give us anything.
No, he's fucking so bad.
Forward. But he does try to give us something. I mean, he's very one-dimensional because he stays very, very wide. Doesn't really
fucking
too much. Look, but don't get me wrong. This ain't like a Sissoko kind of defense. Don't get me wrong. I do think that he's shit. And if we got rid of him at the end of the season to go for someone else, it wouldn't break my heart at all.
You know what? Your argument. Our defense is good, but our attack is fine. Our defense is shit, but our attack is fine. Argument.
And midfield.
And midfield. That only works if Dele and Bale turn it on. If they don't, then the attack's average. Midfield's a little midfield better than average, I suppose.
Well, we've been scraping by. I mean, if we carried on persisting, let's say if we persisted with like Bergwijn and Lucas Moura, and they were always in our starting 11, right? Bergwijn might get 2 goals or some shit. And Lucas might get you 4 or 5 or some shit. So it's still not too bad. Like balance-wise, they'll still be able to keep a bit of balance in the team when you're playing against teams, whatever.
But Bergwijn, if you played, say you played, right, Bergwijn, Lamela, and Moura, right, between the 3 of them, yeah. If you played them, obviously Son starts. So if you played them, the other 2 positions behind Kane, if you switched them between them three, they wouldn't score 5 league goals by the end of the season, would they? Playing well,
right? Yeah.
Right. So if you chuck Dele and Bale in there, Dele and Ali playing well. What's there? 13 games to go.
Yeah.
Probably score
8 goals.
8 goals between them.
No, I was saying Dele will get 8 goals. 13 games.
8 and 12's a lot. 8 and 12's a lot. They could get somewhere up to. They could get 8. Say they got 9 goals.
Yeah.
Then if you put Son into that, then I'd go, yeah, you're right. Our attack is actually sick. It's just our defense that's shit. But if Dele and Bale score 9 goals by the end of the season, with Son contributing and Kane obviously contributing, then we might finish in the top 4. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, look,
I just can't see
the top 4 is still there for the taking.
Well, if we win the next 3 games, we're probably there or thereabouts.
No, we are. We will be in there, won't we?
Yeah, we're close. We'll be close to there. Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
because I think we've got a game in hand on a lot of people, won't we?
Yeah, we've got the game in hand for one.
That's Thursday.
Sky Sports on the left now. Right. Okay. So 45. Okay. Yeah, we're a little bit of a way. Okay. So, but yeah, if we win the next 3 games,
we're 9 points with a game in hand, right?
Liverpool are in that mix and Everton as well. I think, Villa, we can leapfrog them. Everton, we could leapfrog them, but we got to play really well. It's just Liverpool are going to give us a bit of a battle for that 4th spot. Chelsea, I think, will come away as well. Because Chelsea are 5th. Oh, shit, it's Tuchel now, though, isn't it?
Don't know if that matters.
That'll be interesting. No, well, their squad's not bad. Their squad's not bad.
We go on a run. The next 4 games are winnable, aren't they?
Yes.
The next 4 games are winnable. If we win the next 4 games, then we've got like 10 games left or something like that, 9 or 10 games left. And I would guess that if we win them next 4 games with how it's going, we'd probably be 4 points away from top 4. And then you're in a race.
Yeah.
You're behind in the race, but at least you're in it.
And then we've got Gio coming back.
It could go that way. It could go that way. Or these next 3 games or these next 2 games could go really wrong. You might not even see the third one.
Yeah. Or he'll see. I personally think it will be the third. He'll need to like lose all 3, and then he'll get the chop. That'll be the only way he'll be able to.
Mate. No, I don't think so. I don't know. I think if he lost, imagine he lost tomorrow.
No, but that's
Thursday,
it. But that's also Levy's wanted.
he'd be out of there.
Levy's wanted him for so long as well. I'm sure he
But
would.
Levy don't muck about.
No, we don't fuck about it. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
If he loses the next 2, fuck me, he's got to be sacked. Like, no one will have it. No one will have it.
Just go look at that run again. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, that will be like 8 games with like 7 losses.
Arsenal will probably be above us on the same games.
Yeah, we'll get leapfrogged and we'll have no chance of getting into the top 4. But I mean, look, we are okay. We're okay because we could still be in the top 4, and provided we don't play Man United until probably the final of the UEFA, then we've got a good chance of getting into the Champions League from that as well. So
it comes down to the next 2 games, man. Next 2 games, season, like league-wise. If you don't get 4 points out of the next 2, probably 7 out of the next 3. If you don't get 4 points out of the next 2 games, he's in bags of trouble. If you get 7 out of the next 3, you can't get beat by Arsenal. But that's where we are with him, I think. Like, we're like looking at the games thinking, right, he needs to do this and he needs to do that. Once you start looking at that shit, you're fucked.
So tomorrow's going to be really intriguing, isn't it? It's going to be like, how are we going to kick into these crucial couple of games?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I'll have to bring that up.
Tomorrow's game's massive.
I didn't even think about it until we started speaking about it like that. For me, it was just, it's a gimme. We're going to get back into some sort of form, because that midweek game, I totally forgot that we just fucking lost 5 in a bounce.
Tomorrow's a big game, man.
Yeah. All right, wicked, man. Well, thanks for bringing that to my attention. That's going to be quite good when I bring it up with the boys as well. So for the reaction from them. So I'm going to catch you on, when do I see you? Sunday or Monday?
Monday night we do it.
All right, then. So Monday night, Club N17, mash the like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on Monday. Peace.
Yes.